Moving on, former Supreme Court Judge B. Sudarshan Reddy, who is in fact the joint opposition candidate for the vice presidential election, will file his nomination today. All the floor leaders of INDIA bloc will assemble at Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's office, then proceed for nomination filing. Now, Congress President Kharge announced B. Sudarshan Reddy's name on Tuesday for vice presidential's post, describing the election for the country's second highest constitutional office as an ideological battle. Sudarshan Reddy will compete with NDA's vice presidential candidate C.P. Radhakrishnan for the post. Earlier, C.P. Radhakrishnan filed his nomination with Prime Minister Modi and Union Ministers on Wednesday. The vice presidential elections are scheduled for September 9th. So now we have a candidate coming in from INDIA bloc as well. B. Sudarshan Reddy has been selected. We've been given to understand that he is going to file his nomination for the vice presidential election today, that too in presence of all the floor leaders of INDIA bloc, who will assemble at Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's office, and then all of them together will proceed for the nomination filing process. The announcement came in from Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. He announced the name on Tuesday for the vice presidential post, and of course INDIA's candidate my colleague Samya Kapoor is joining us live on the broadcast. Samya, so there is a direct battle right now between NDA's presidential post candidate as well as INDIA bloc's candidate this time around. Who has the heavier weight if we have to keep them on the weighing machine though?
Well, Sakshi, one thing is very clear. Like you mentioned, Mallikarjun Kharge, the leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha and the Congress president, has made it very clear that this is not meant for a number contest. This is an ideological battle, and that is the reason why opposition, knowing well that they may not have the numbers stacked in their favor, they have decided to field a candidate for this ideological contest. Now, last time around also against the former Vice President Dhankar, the opposition party had fielded Margaret Alva, the former union minister. Again, it was the same scenario where the opposition numbers were far less in comparison to the ND number, and it was a clear winning, clear winner in Dhankar. This time around as well, whether it is C.P. Radhakrishnan and for that matter, Mr. Reddy over here, who has been a former Supreme Court jurist, the numbers are definitely leaning towards the NDA candidate. If I give you a basic breakup about what the number exactly stands at, the total strength of both the houses combined is at 782. And the winning number, the winning margin that should ideally be for the winning candidate stands at 392. So any of the candidate will have to secure 392 votes from both the houses of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, and that person will be declared the winner. Now, how does the NDA's numbers look like at this point in time, combining both in the Lok Sabha and in the Rajya Sabha? In the Lok Sabha together, Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha together, the BJP-led NDA boasts of 423, which is far above the majority mark at 392. So clearly, it's a foregone conclusion that the next vice president in the waiting is going to be the NDA candidate and not the former jurist Reddy. So opposition parties, knowing well that the numbers are not going to be in their favor, the ideological battle is where the Mallikarjun Kharge has gone on to say that he reflects the values of the constitution that is gradually being eroded under the present government, and that is the reason why we are fielding a candidate that has championed the social, economic and the constitutional cause for many of the people around in his legal tenure as an eminent jurist. So we have to wait and see what are going to be the final number. But Sakshi, there is going to be no guessing game over there as to who is going to be the next vice president of India, given the number stacked in the favor of the NDA candidate.
Absolutely. Something very interesting here is that Samya, TDP, YSRCP, BRS, they are going to find it extremely difficult to vote against a Telugu-speaking candidate though.
Of course, this has become a contest of the South, for the lack of a better terminology, where one candidate is hailing from Tamil Nadu, the another one from Andhra, and both these leaders, both these respective VP candidates are, in their own spaces have had an illustrious career, whether it is Radhakrishnan in his political journey and as far as Mr. Reddy is concerned in his legal journey. So as far as the contest is concerned, it has become South versus South, and very carefully, tactfully, the opposition also decided to wait it out to see who is going to be the NDA's candidate, to decide upon their name, decide upon their candidate. There were many other names in the fray, like Mr. Tiruchi Shiva and many others for that matter, but they chose Mr. Reddy for his clean credentials. It's also a message being sent across. It's all eventually going to pan out as far as optics are concerned, that they have fielded a candidate with clean credentials, someone who is known for championing the cause of the people, social, economic cause, and somebody who abides by the tenets of the Constitution. So clearly, as far as the South contest is concerned, it is going to be a catch-22 for many of these political parties hailing from the South, whether it is the YSRCP or TDP. But we have to eventually see which side is going to be leading towards which VP candidate. It's hard to believe that Mr. Reddy can spring a surprise with a victory, but given the number game that are considered over here, the NDA, are they going to lose a few numbers? Are they going to lose a few seats? Hardly unlikely, but eventually we have to wait until 9 September for that.